You can't do that.
So yes, we got a call about someone. We don't want them outside the booth.
It doesn't matter. This is public.
Yeah, no. Again, you know how it is. If we get the call from a business owner, we gotta come out and
what's
talk
up
to
with
you.
these guys down here? If I make a call and I have them
Medical aid 311 Bridge Street, outside Fall Infantry.
down to circle there in front of
Reaction to Medical aid 311
5.
Bridge Street, and outside Fall Infantry.
This is a public space.
Exactly.
So it's a...
But they're not doing their job. They're not enforcing the law.
In fairness, we are doing our job because we have to respond when somebody...
But your law enforcement and your oath is to protect the Constitution, and his right is to sit in public. That's.
What are you pulling me over for? Legal pullover. A legal pullover, buddy. You just pulled me over unconstitutionally. Do you understand that?
Hey, you're speeding.
I'm not speeding.
Talk about me
I got a fucking dash cam with my GPS on it, buddy.
Listen.
In the historic heart of Salem, Massachusetts, a city once infamous for its 17th century witch trials, a modern confrontation unfolds on a quiet sidewalk outside a CVS. A man, not breaking any law, not causing a scene, is simply having lunch. But one phone call, one vague command, move along, and a legal battle begins. Cut to Lake County, Indiana, a region ranked among the top 10 in the state for traffic citations. A citizen is pulled over not for speeding, but for daring to resist with a hand gesture. No radar, no evidence, just the anger of authority. And then 3 police cruisers arrive, all for one camera and one law-informed citizen. These are real hair scenes captured by the Mass Accountability channel, dedicated to exposing truth and defending civil rights through the lens. Situations you never learn. Visit Mass Accountability and Ways Film the Police to watch the full original videos and support those fighting for your rights every day. Don't forget to subscribe to the ID Refusal Cops channel right now so you don't miss any legal face-offs. And if you believe the citizens in these videos were in the right, drop a in the comments below. Speak out, spread the word. This is your right. This is our fight.
Hey, what's up?
Mind your own business. When we get a call, I got it. So,
Are you asking him to move along, Wormson?
I am, yes.
You can't do that.
So yes, we got a call about someone. We don't want them outside the booth.
It doesn't matter. This is public. It's a public sidewalk, as you can.
Good look at him. He's walking away.
Can I get a supervisor here? Can I get a supervisor here? The chief said they cannot move people along. Panhandling. Yes, it is.
Right.
I'm standing up for rights right now.
All right.
Call a supervisor.
Crossing the 3rd.
This is bull.
Good. Do you mind making your way down here and assisting me on the CVS?
This has nothing to do with him saying this. This is me.
Very good with me. Very good, but like I said, I hate to be the one to push you along. Like I said, when I got a call about you, I got to do something.
Is that on a Honda Civic, color brown?
If people aren't committing crimes, you can't tell them to move along.
Civic comes back to
I know. Don't apologize to me. It's not just you. They do it to everybody. And the chief said they're not doing it anymore. So this is why I'm making a big stink about it.
No, like I said, I did it. There's plenty of spots. I know people hang out by the business center, all around. Your business center.
And that's the thing too. Anonymous complaints. They can't. You can't.
Take care of yourself, all right?
Hey, no, don't apologize, bro. Bro, they can't do this.
Dude, I just got back.
Yeah. They said over the radio they thought it was you, too. They knew it was you. Yeah. Yeah. I know.
You could drive it.
Robson.
Control 24. 24. Take a medical aid up front of the 311 Bridge Street, 311 Bridge Street. 9 male, fall off a bike, question of a broken hip. 311 Bridge Street.
I just got back from town. I was sitting down there eating my lunch. I heard there was a call for noontime.
Okay.
I told him I didn't want no trouble with you guys.
Yeah, no, again, you know how it is. If we get the call from a business owner,
Yeah,
we
but
gotta
like,
come out and
what's
talk
up
to
with
you.
these guys down here? If I make a call, can I have them
Medical
move?
aid 311 Bridge
Place where they're holding a huge
outside
sign.
fall hip injury.
Down at the circle there in front of
Reaction to
the
medical aid 311
Here's
Bridge
the thing.
Street,
Here's the
an
thing,
outside
right?
fall hip
This
injury.
is a public space.
Exactly.
It's more of just, we're just asking for courtesy and some cooperation.
So he doesn't have to move along though, right?
Like, this is a public area.
Vangelis, he doesn't have to move along then, right?
So, again, I know. We don't,
Right?
we-
Does he not-
we've
does
been
he-
through this a million
So
times.
No,
I can
'cause
go
he's-
to that cooperative
I know.
thing.
Listen, it's a misconception. I get it.
I asked for you to show up because he doesn't want any issues. But I'm making us think about it because the chief said you guys aren't going to move people along just because they're either camping out or panhandling, and that's what's still going on. Literally, they're saying move them along. That's what the chief said is not going to happen.
Right.
This is bull.
Well,
It's public. He can sit there and eat in front of CVS. Doesn't matter if CVS makes a call or not. It can't happen. He can't be forced to feel like he should just comply with you guys with unlawful orders.
do you feel like you're being forced, Mike? Or no, he just brought a complaint to you, right? That's all.
No, he said you have to move along. We got a call.
So
No, he thinks he's following the law, but he thinks he has to comply with you guys. He doesn't have to.
I will talk to the officer.
I'm amped up. You guys just did this with Leroy. I just posted a video about them doing it to Leroy.
Where?
They did it in front of All Souls and Starbucks. Leroy, you're panhandling. You have to move along. No, that's not the law. You guys are law enforcement.
I understand.
It's really frustrating to me.
I know it is.
And he's a new officer, and if this is how he's being taught to just move people along because there was a call, that's wrong.
Yep.
That's why I asked you to come out.
I totally get it.
Exit 2 responding.
It's just when we get a call, we're compelled to come, as you know, and try and do something.
Yeah,
And
but
that's all we're doing is just we're just asking.
just asking, but it's not a lawful order, right?
All right. So
So
I
you
appreciate
didn't
your
have to
cooperation,
move.
Mike. It's a good thing. I think it's good. You're going to try and get some housing and some help.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you didn't have to move. That's my point.
But like, I don't want to.
You feel you don't want any trouble.
Their job too, so I mean.
They're not, though.
I don't want to go against you either.
No, I know, but they're not doing their job. They're not enforcing the law.
In fairness, we are doing our job because we have to respond when somebody.
But your law enforcement and your oath is to protect the Constitution, and his right is to sit in public. That's his right. But there was no education. It was you have to move along. We got a phone call.
You asked for me, and we're
Now there's
conversation,
education.
right?
But other than that,
Okay.
and and now he's curious why there's other people actually panhandling when he was just eating his lunch.
I get it.
You know?
All right, guys. So we'll squash it. So.
No, I know. See, but that's the thing. He just doesn't want any problems like most people. I do. I'll take the problem. I don't care because I'll put my neck out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm here to protect people's rights, and that's what you guys should be doing.
I understand.
It's,
I understand. But you have to understand from our point of view and from our perspective.
yeah, you go in and you tell them there's nothing we can do. It's his right to sit out there.
See if we can
You can ask.
remedy the situation and come to a conclusion for everybody.
Asking is different than coercion. Saying you have to because we got a phone call is different than can you please move. We got a call. They would rather you not sit in front of their business. That's different than saying you have to move along. We got a phone call.
Well, we're
That
having a teachable moment right
exactly.
now,
Do you see the verbiage though? There's a big difference to making you feel like you have to move along to you have an option to move along.
I get it.
And I understand that it can hurt some of the businesses and so on and so forth, but the businesses need to bring it to the government. They need to bring it to the mayor's office. You know, I know that's beyond you guys.
It is beyond us, and I totally understand where you're coming from, and that's exactly what should happen.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the businesses think because you guys, you guys show up and move them along. That's where it should
I
end.
will tell you, I have got complaints at certain businesses, and I know I have done that. I've walked in and explained that to the business people as well.
And I've always said you're.
We'll do the same thing.
I'm glad it was you that showed up. Out of all sergeants, I'm glad you're the one that showed up.
No problem.
All right.
Yep.
And Rumson, that was nothing personal, man.
No,
This is what I do.
The mic, I told him
I know.
to move along.
I know.
He moved along.
I know.
I didn't
But
tell him he had to. I didn't tell him he was forced to.
It is.
He got up on his own accord.
It's not new to us or something that we don't deal with or something that a lot of communities don't.
Yeah.
Deal with, okay.
If the chief didn't say at that homeless, people experiencing homeless meeting, if he didn't actually literally say the days of the role of a police officer, move along, are over with, but that's exactly what's still going on. Wordage and everything. Yep. It's still going on when he said we can't do that anymore. Yep. He told people of the public when I know it was bull right there. Yep. I said it's propaganda. Yep. So like that's why I'm amped up, because it's still going on every single day, even after I post videos, which are being censored from you guys' page. So that's another thing that's amping me up, which is a violation of my First Amendment. So
I mean, I'm sure
I know that's beyond you too. Yeah,
all that stuff, right?
Yeah. I have so much going on, and like to hear this over the radio, it's really.
In Salem, Massachusetts, once considered a center of history and tourism, an ordinary man was told to leave the sidewalk simply for eating lunch outside a CVS. He wasn't disturbing anyone. He broke no law, yet the police pressured him to move along due to an anonymous call. This is a clear wake-up call. The right to leave without a valid reason. Ask to speak to a supervisor, start recording, and stay calm. That's how you defend your civil rights. Now, let's move on to the second video.
What are you pulling me over for? Legal pullover. A legal pullover, buddy. You just pulled me over unconstitutionally. Do you understand that?
Hey, you're speeding.
I'm not speeding.
You talk about me
I got a fucking dash cam with my GPS on it, buddy.
Listen. You flip me off while I'm driving down.
That's not illegal, buddy. It's not illegal. You just committed a crime. Nope, you're not getting license and registration. I haven't committed no crime. What's my crime?
You're the guy that's always pulling.
What's my crime, buddy?
Give me your license and registration.
What's my crime?
I paced you.
Paste me.
You're in front of me.
Let me see your thing. Let me see your gun. Let me see your gun, buddy. You paced me.
Gun.
Get out of here. Let me see your radar gun. I'm not giving you registration. You pulled me over unlawfully, sir. Santos, number 620.
Yeah, Santos 620. Give me your license and registration.
No, I'm not giving you my license registration. You pulled me over unlawfully, buddy. Unlawful pullover. You gonna let me go to work now?
No.
Yeah,
Give me your license and registration.
Okay. I'm not giving you. Under what? If I don't, what are you gonna do?
Failure to identify.
That's a secondary crime, dude. That's a secondary crime.
That's an arrestable offense.
Is it?
Yeah.
What'd you pull me over for?
I told you speeding. Give me your license.
Speeding. I'm giving you my license registration under threat of arrest.
All right, man.
And your litigation, buddy.
Let's go.
Litigation. Litigation.
10-4.
Here's my license. Here's my license. Here's my registration.
All right, cool.
And you're going to litigation, buddy.
Okay. Hey,
you are. No problem, buddy. No problem. So Santos, number 620, likes to pull people over unlawfully. So when I was yelling at him to begin with and telling him he was doing 75 in a 45, he didn't pull me over. But when I flicked him off, that's when he decided to pull me over and say I was speeding. So we have an unlawful pull over here. So now there's a bunch of cars coming. Code 3. This guy called a bunch of police code 3 for nothing. Absolutely nothing. is hilarious. This is hilarious. Code 3. So we got 3 officers here for a guy with a camera that wasn't committing no crime. You call backup code 3 for a speeding ticket and a camera, you coward.
Hey.
You're a coward, buddy.
You're receiving your speeding ticket.
Good.
Right?
Give me my speeding ticket and get away from me.
Get away
I don't
from
need
me.
no more lawful directions from you,
Hey,
buddy.
whose truck is this, though? Is your work truck?
I don't answer questions. Give me my
I'll be in
ticket.
contact with your work company as well, all right, man?
You go ahead and do what you need to do, buddy.
So
Threaten me some more.
Go ahead.
Threaten me
Hey,
some more.
go ahead.
Litigation will
Hey.
start against you, Santos.
Hey.
Punk.
Go ahead and fight the ticket,
Yeah.
all right?
I will fight the ticket, yeah. Coward, punk ass.
Thank you for watching today's video. If you've made it to the end, it means you're not only interested, but also ready to stand up for your civil rights. From a historic street corner in Salem, Massachusetts, known for some of the most infamous trials in American history, to an ordinary road in Lake County, Indiana, one of the highest ranking counties in the state for traffic citations, 2 seemingly minor incidents reveal a serious issue: the misunderstanding or misuse of power by those sworn to uphold the law. One man was simply having lunch, another raised a hand in protest. Neither caused a disturbance, neither broke the law, yet both were treated like criminals simply because they knew their rights and dared to question authority. This highlights a harsh truth: if you don't understand your rights, you're likely to lose them. Here's our advice: always stay calm, ask for a clear reason, record every interaction, and most importantly, never be afraid to refuse unlawful demands. Every citizen has the right to be in public spaces, the right to remain silent, and the right not to show ID unless there is a clear legal basis. Drop a comment below. Who do you think was in the right in these 2 encounters? And if you believe legal knowledge is a vital weapon for the people, don't forget to subscribe to ID Refusal Cops so you won't miss real-world situations and powerful lessons on freedom, law, and civic responsibility. We're here to stand with you.